Because I've got, yeah. Round number 9, 260 kilo axle, no reps. Ten, last, yep. Rounds, 10 calories. That sucked.
101 calories in total. So I did 10 rounds of 10 calories. So it's gone just over. Superset with a big ass weight. Don't try this at home, kids. How's it going? Finished. It's taken me about 5 minutes for my breathing to come back down a little bit. Slightly sweaty as well. That was a session and a half, wasn't it? Yeah, the focus at the moment in my training, I'm doing a tremendous amount of conditioning. Strength and conditioning, but what I call real strength and conditioning. I think a lot of the time when people focus on strength and conditioning, they miss out the strength element and they do cardio. So at the moment, I'm doing a lot of conditioning in terms of, and literally just heart conditioning. It's nice getting in shape. Summer's coming up, dropped a little bit of weight. Conditions coming through a little bit, starting to see the old abs and things and everything. I'm still pretty heavy, still in the mid 130s, but I've come down from about 143, 144 kilos. 100, yeah, anyway, yeah. So yeah, I think I'm about 135, 136 kilos, thereabouts at the moment. But you guys know I love strength training. I love my squat, my bench, my deadlift, my military presses and all that kind of stuff. But what a lot of people don't know is I do a tremendous amount of conditioning work, and I have done for years. Unfortunately, I come from a family who we are blessed with the strength of the gods. Like my whole family is just incredibly strong. I was genetically blessed. Myself, my cousins, everyone, my father, my uncles, my aunts were all incredibly strong, naturally just strong people. But unfortunately, every up has a down, and that's come with the consequence of having bad hearts. So unfortunately, all of my dad's generation have passed away, like my father and all his brothers and sisters, and there were 9 of them. They've all passed away. And 7 out of 9 of them were to do with heart attacks, heart failure, things like that. The other 2, unfortunately, were cancer. So we're blessed with strength, but the strongest and most important muscle is the heart. So for many years, I've been obsessed with conditioning. So, and I don't film a lot of my conditioning stuff. A lot of the time I do my conditioning stuff in the mornings before I go to work. Assault bike, concept 2 rower, SkiErg, kettlebells, burpees, all that good stuff. And I'm literally up at 4:35 in the morning doing it. And I'm not jumping on that social media bandwagon where you've got my 4:30 routine and all these alpha males, sigma males doing all that nonsense. No, this is real. This is me. I do this before my kids get up and before I go to work because I want to live longer. I want to live and be able to retire and enjoy my retirement. I want to be able to go on holiday with my wife. I want to see my daughters grow up. I want to see my daughters get married and all those kind of things. So because of all of that, I am obsessed with conditioning, and I do conditioning workouts at least 5 times a week, but people just don't often see it. But what I've started doing recently is bringing that conditioning work into my strength training more so. And that's the idea, is literally strength and conditioning. So tonight I did a 260 axle deadlift for sets of 5, superset with just a 10 calorie SkiErg. Now 260 is by no means my max on an axle, but it's more than enough weight by all means. So I don't think anyone could really turn around and turn a nose up at a 260 axle deadlift for 5 sets of 10 repetitions. Sorry, 10 sets of 5 repetitions. So a total of 50 repetitions. And I was using my natural grip as well. I wasn't using lifting straps. Unfortunately, I was having to chalk up about every 2 or 3 sets because it is really warm in the UK at the moment. We're having a bit of a heat wave. It's absolutely lovely. My gym, however, when I first came into it earlier on today, was 38 degrees. Now, I've got these great big fans and they were doing nothing. I have got an air conditioning unit, but at the moment it's packed away underneath my stairs, and I couldn't be bothered to get it out. So I just had to suffer. So with the windows open and the fans on, it actually eventually cooled down to about 34 degrees, but it is boiling in here. It's like a little sauna. So that came with myself losing my grip every couple of sets. So no matter how much liquid chalk I put on, it was just coming off. Yeah, so the idea is literally heart conditioning. I want to put my body under a tremendous amount of strain in as little time as possible. I don't know what the total time for that was, but it was pretty quick. You guys will see. I'm going to pretty much upload the raw footage. I'll upload a sped up version on Instagram and maybe as a YouTube short, but I'll just upload the original as well, just so you get a feel of like what it really was like an authentic feel without the editing, because I think it would be very easy to make it look like I've had no rest by, you know, chopping and changing and things. But, you know, I just want you guys to have a look. Now, it may bore some of you, I have no idea, but I quite like it. I quite like the concept. I was watching a really cool video the other day with Izzy Desanya and David Goggins and David Goggins was taking Izzy to hell, basically, doing a conditioning workout. And he did a few pull-ups and sit-ups and things, but he was just pushing him past thresholds that he just wasn't used to. And this is what I'm attempting to do at the moment with myself. A lot of time when I do my conditioning, particularly when I go to my local gym and do it, I train with training partners, I train with some of my cousins and my younger brother as well. But I'm not really able to truly push myself without really resting. It's you know, as I said, they're very strong guys. But when I'm by myself in circumstances like this, it's good for me to try. Oh, hold on, can you do 10 sets of deadlifts with 6 plates? That sounds ridiculous, but why not? And there's a mentality you sometimes have to have. And again, I'm not going on like I'm some kind of psychopath or whatever. And, you know, I've always said to you guys, those who've been with me for a while, it ain't that serious. But how am I ever going to do these things? And how am I ever going to push these limits if I don't try and push these limits? And I would say the same to you guys. And I have a little bit of a motto: everybody trains hard until they train hard. And that's myself included. It's just very important to constantly push yourself. And even though I've been doing this for over 30 years now, I'm still trying my hardest to push myself. I'm still trying my hardest to get a little bit better, a little bit fitter, a little bit stronger. In reality, it's probably not happening. I'm an old man. I'm 46 years of age. But I can keep going through and keep on trying and trying and trying. And how am I going to do 10 sets of 5 repetitions with 260 kilos if I don't do 10 sets of 5 reps with 260 kilos? Got to try it sometime. That's how you get personal bests. Got to try it. You know, leveling up. I'm an anime guy. I know I'm far too old to be an anime guy, no doubt, but I am an anime guy. And, you know, a lot of us out there nowadays are drawn to your sort of Dragon Ball Z characters and what have you. And it's all about just leveling up. How did Goku become a Super Saiyan? He leveled up, you know, he had something and he pushed past it. Not like I'm Goku, I did that sounding a bit geeky now, but you get the idea. Hopefully you get the analogy I'm trying to make. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. So if you didn't see my last video or any of my other recent ones, please check it out. I did another conditioning workout, which was pretty cool. Did it outside the other day. A bit of shoulder press superset with farmer's walk. And again, that was a real strength and conditioning workout. So if you're interested, have a look and give these things a try. I keep on saying, don't be a slave to the program. You don't have to be solely dedicated to the squat, the bench, the deadlift for program, your RPE 7 and all of that kind of stuff. Take it from someone who's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, probably been doing it a lot longer than most of these coaches who are promoting these things. And I've always done my own programming, and I'm still like a kid in a candy shop every time I come in the gym 30 years later. Yeah, I've been doing it a really long time, and the way I keep it fun is just I enjoy my workouts. I look forward to my workouts. I look forward to challenging myself. Sometimes if we come in and we know, okay, today I've got to do 8 reps on my max squats at an RPE of 7 or whatever. Sometimes I just don't want to do that. Sometimes you lot don't want to do that. So don't do it. Do something you want to do. Yeah, this kind of workout is another way of challenging yourself. And I would challenge anyone to try something like this. I'm not necessarily saying with my weights, but try it with your own weights. If you haven't got access to a SkiErg, you can do it with burpees. Yeah, you can do it with jumping jacks. You can do it with skipping, whatever. Body weight squats, air squats. Yeah, press ups. But do something to get your heart going. It's so important. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click notifications, go back and watch some of my old stuff. I'm trying my hardest to get to 500 subscribers. I just can't do it. It's not happening. I'm on about 490. So if you are new to the channel, please consider giving your boy a like, a comment and a subscribe. It will help. 500 is just a really nice number, and it's a little goal of mine. Anyway, you guys take care, and I'll speak to you soon.